as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Hey, Smash!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 17-yard line.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
That's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 74 yards.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And that is a great answer here offensively in this first quarter. You start the game flat, your defense gives up a quick touchdown, but you turn right around and take it down the field yourself quickly and finish with the touchdown run. This could be a game of offense. We've seen 2 sharp drives in the first few minutes.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42.
Back to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
And he stopped immediately there. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd and 11. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Pickett.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ready, ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Tag. Mustang 19.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Come on, come on.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
At the 16.
Ready, hut, go.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Go, check, go, check. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
He'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And it is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Their mobile quarterback making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And now they'll shift things around. Now a first down carry for Harris. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Steelers 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. Trap 60, trap 60.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pickett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Now Pickett changing the play.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Pickett back to throw. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Yeah, the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
This now a 3rd and 4.
In motion, the tight end.
Back to throw, Pickett. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They're on the 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's go
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And Pickett going to move his guys around.
79 Bronco. 19 Lions. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Now the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much, because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
70 Lions. Go.
Gets this out wide to Pickett.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 9 here.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go trap. Go trap.
Here's Pickett.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
On the return, here comes Lewis.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got Lewis. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Street. Hey, check that. Street. Trap 60. Let go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Come on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Fighting to stay upright.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Pickett.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On play action, they'll throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side